Hello everyone, I'm Joe and I smell good. Today I want to talk to you about kind of a weird concept when you think about fragrances. I want to talk to you about challenging fragrances. It occurred to me that, your tastes develop over time, so it makes sense that your smell does as well, your sense of smell. Today I want to go through 3 fragrances with you that I have previously found challenging or still kind of do, and talk about them just a little bit. So first up, I want to talk to you about La Nuit de l'Homme Bleu Electrique. For anyone curious, the notes of Bleu Electrique are cardamom, ginger, bergamot, lavender, geranium, cedar, and vetiver. This one right here is really popular in the fragrance community. It's not in the US, so if you want to get it, you have to import it from Canada or the UK or Europe. But it's a weird fragrance for me. It's really, really hyped and everyone really loves it. And for me, it was kind of a struggle. And it was on this fragrance that I learned that I have a weird association with cardamom. So this fragrance for me doesn't smell bad, but there's something about it that takes me to the 90s in kind of a weird way that makes it feel strange to wear the fragrance. So for me, this one is challenging only because there's something about it that's peeking in my memory. I don't know what, but it makes me think about something, and it's kind of not necessarily a negative association, but it's not a really positive one. So I've been spending time with this fragrance, smelling it more and more, and it has been growing on me a little bit over time. So I've actually been using this as a way to kind of help develop my nose, because I think this is a very, very well-crafted fragrance, and it is beautiful. It just has a weird association, but that's not the fragrance's problem, that's mine. All right, the second fragrance that I want to talk to you about today is Gucci Guilty Absolute. The notes in Gucci Guilty Absolute are leather, middle notes of cypress, and patchouli, base notes of woody notes, and vetiver. I got this one because I saw it recommended in Justin Copeland's videos, and he talks about this one and he appreciates, and I agree with him, that this is doing something different. This is different from any other designer fragrance that you're gonna smell. And if you've watched his videos or if you've heard of this one before, you might know this has a bit of a reputation. It has this kind of almost bandage smell to it, and that sounds really unappealing. But in the context of this fragrance with the cypress and the vetiver, there's something about it that just draws you in and you keep wanting to come back for more and more. So even though you do have that kind of like association of it smelling a little bit like a little medicinal, there's still something about it that's enticing, that makes you want to smell it. And so I think this is a great example of a challenging fragrance, because it is something that isn't immediately appealing to me, but it's something I can't stop smelling. Incidentally, this was recently just announced to be discontinued. If you can find a good bottle, or if you can find a bottle for a decent price, you might be worth it, but I will say this is probably going to be off-putting to more people than it is going to be appealing to. But I still really enjoy wearing it because it's such a different and unique smell. Finally, I want to talk to you about what was, for me, the first fragrance that I identified as challenging and even opened me up to this concept. And that's Cowboy Grass from Dias and Durga. The notes on this one are rosewood, wild thyme, bergamot, heart notes of sagebrush, basil, and rose otto, base notes of vetiver, grass, and ambergris. This to me, when I first smelled it, I saw someone talking about grassy notes, and so I was like, okay, well, I like the smell of like grass, so I'll get that. Got this, smelled it, and immediately was like, what the heck? I had never smelled anything as aromatic as this, and as kind of forward and bright and expansive as this one is. This will fill a room. This smells very herbal. I don't think it smells medicinal. I think they nailed, I want to make another video about fragrances that nail their name and get the idea right, and Cowboy Grass nails it, because to me this is grass, sage, and it's got that little bit of leather in the base that kind of makes you think about boots. The thing I want to say about this one is that this is a fragrance, the first time I smelled it, like I said, it was taken aback, but it's one that I just kind of had to keep going back for over and over, and at the end of the day, it had gone from a fragrance that I'm like, I don't think I like this, to I think this might be my favorite fragrance of all time, which it currently is. This is, I think, the best fragrance that's in existence. If you've never smelled vetiver or you don't know about the note, this is one to give a shot. Oh, it's so good. It doesn't strike me as dirty, but I guess you could say that it's kind of got this dirty grass thing going on. I think the bergamot, the citrus in the open is just so beautiful. The vetiver itself, it does kind of, along with the sagebrush, you get this like really Southwest American kind of feel to it that is just so perfect. It nails the name. It's a transportive fragrance. I think their motto is that fragrance is armchair travel. Spot on. This to me is transportive. It has the vibe, if you will, of cowboys, and when I smell this, it smells like being in the Southwest of America. This is beautiful. You should get a sample. I think that there's nothing out there that smells better than this right now. Incredible. So I guess the point with this that I'm talking about here, I want to tell you, the first time you smell something, if you don't like it, come back to it in a little while. This is one of the reasons why I like to blind buy things. I don't recommend other people do that, but I like blind buying things because I want to be forced to sit with it and kind of explore the fragrance and discover, its secrets. I want to find out about it. I want to learn about it. And clearly it smells good to someone, so I want to identify like what is it about this fragrance that's appealing, so I can learn and develop my own taste. And I recommend you do that too, because it expands your horizons. If all you ever do is smells cheapies and freshies and stuff like that, you're gonna have a very limited experience. These are all three of these are dramatically different fragrances. They all smell wildly different. And if you're not exposing yourself to those kinds of experiences, if you're in this hobby and you're not smelling new stuff, you're just messing up. So, I guess my recommendation is this. If there's a note or something out there that you think that you're like, I'm not a fan of, go out deliberately and try and find some of the best examples of it and really bury yourself into it. Not like, hardcore, like sniffing, but like really immerse yourself in the scent and try and explore it and find its depths. You may find that you've discovered your new favorite that you didn't know existed. So, thank you so much. Also, I want to say, I accidentally dropped this bottle over the side of the deck that I'm on, and it's about 10 or 15 feet up, and it survived. So, credit to Gucci, because this thing is a beastly strong bottle, apparently. Thank you so much. Please comment down below. I really want to engage. I don't have a ton of followers yet, so I do like to engage with the people down there. And if you have recommendations for something I should smell, please let me know. I'm always looking for something new. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.